Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Game 6 of the 2025 World Series here in Toronto. The scene shifts back to Toronto, but in our replay, it is the Blue Jays who were down 3-2 and in a must-win situation, unlike the Dodgers when in real world. So, Kevin Gausman against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And we're going to go to the game day checks. And of course, in our replay, Toronto won the previous game. So they've got a 1-game winning streak. The Dodgers have a 1-game losing streak. So we're going to roll for the Dodgers on the game day. We don't get a 1, so they're not going to be totally dissonant. Are the Dodgers ready to win tonight or today? They are. So they are semi-harmonious, are the Dodgers. And they will be going off the sunny side of the chart. That's a 5, so we're under local media. That's a 1. It's a minor perk with the player. Which player? Number 1, starting infielder. Which infielder? 4, it's a minor perk for Max Muncy. Let's see what Max Muncy's minor perk is. 4, he's going to be hot this game. So Max Muncy is now going to be hot due to the game day checks. Will Smith was already hot from the pre-designation, so the Dodgers have 2 hot batters, Will Smith and Max Muncy, 1 cold batter, Shohei Ohtani. Now we just rinse and repeat for the Blue Jays. They get a 1, so they are fully harmonious. And they will go off the sunny side of the chart also. It's a 2, so we're under pitching coach. 4 is major perk with a relief pitcher. Number 5 is the least used reliever. Boy, who was the least used reliever for the Blue Jays? Probably Louis Varland. I haven't used him all that much, so we'll give that perk to Louis Varland. Whatever the perk happens to be, we'll give it to Varland. It's a major perk, so let's go over here to the major perks. That's a 1. He's got control till further notice. Does he already have control? Yes, he does. That means he has double control until further notice, does Varland. So that means if it goes to a Game 7, he will continue to have double control. So Varland will have double control. And that's huge if he gets in the game. So I'm assured now pretty much that Toronto will be using Varland because they're going to want to not miss out on that perk. All right, so those are the prelims. Hello, Ernest. Hello, Ben. Hello, Kenyon. Good to see all of you. We are ready for game number 6, Kevin Gausman against Yamamoto. And I thought if there was a Game 7, it would be Glasnow against Scherzer, but they used Glasnow last night in relief, so it sounds like Shohei Ohtani is actually going to start. It might be an opener for game, or they might just go all bullpen, might have an opener and then go to Shohei Ohtani. Who knows what they're going to do? Hard to say. But anyway, this is the lineup that they'll be presenting out here. Roger Center plays normal to lefties, semi-small to righties. Adam Hamari is the home plate umpire. Adrian Johnson at first. Will Little at second and Mark Wegner at third. Designated cold player for the Dodgers is Ohtani. Designated hot player was Will Smith, but Max Muncy gains that in the game day check for a second hot player. Varland gains the double control. Varsho's the designated hot player, and Addison Barger designated cold player. And that's how we will. I don't know. That could be a rare play, I guess, maybe. I don't know. You see things in baseball all of a sudden. I mean, look at the last play of the game, that line drive double play. Don't know how the runner was off second base that far, but who knows. Good play by Kike. Give Kike props. He made a nice play. And second baseman Rojas was right there. You know, he was in the vicinity, so they both kind of read it at the same time and made a nice play. So personally, I would have pinch hit for Jimenez myself. He's a terrible hitter, and he has not hit well in the series at all. I would have used David Schneider as a pinch hitter if it was me personally, but I'm not the manager. So, all right, here is Gausman to Ohtani, and Game 6 is underway. 3-6-6. Ohtani is not a pinch hitter, so it's going to be a fly out to center field, and that's 1 away. And we are now underway. Blue Jays wearing the powder blues even at home, and the Dodgers in their road grays. Here's Will Smith, 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic? No, he's not. Is he a slugger? Will Smith is a slugger. He's going to double to left field. So Will Smith continues his hot hitting with the double. And that'll bring up Freddie Freeman. 3-5-5, and that is a pitcher a struggler? No, it's a batter a champion. Freddie Freeman is not a champion. He will ground to second unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. Dot says he is, so he's actually going to strike out. So with that strikeout, Smith has to stay at second base. Had he grounded to second, he would have gone to third. And now here's Mookie Betts. Hello, Frank. 144. 144, does he have flash? Yes, he does. It's a strikeout, but there are goggles. There are goggles, but the thing is, Adam Hamari, the home plate umpire, is completely neutral. So nothing's going to change for Adam Hamari. So the strikeout's going to stand. And that will end the inning. So a double, but nothing comes of it for the Dodgers. And we go to the bottom of the first. Dodgers, nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat, and Yamamoto on the mound facing George Springer back from injury. 2-4-5. Is Springer a hero? He is a semi-champion, but not a hero. So he's going to pop it up to second. We're one away, and now we're going to the experience chart. And both players are semi-prospects. Now they're both neutral. So neutral against neutral on the right now. I'm sorry, on the experience. Neutral against neutral on the experience chart. 2-4 on the experience chart. Neutral against neutral. Icon batter, no. If he was, he'd have a base hit. Otherwise, it's a ground out to short. So since he's not an icon batter, he will ground to short for out number 2. Mookie Betts takes care of it. 2 down for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. To 2-6-6. He's not the lead. There's nobody on first. He's not the leadoff batter. And so, therefore, since none of those qualified, he will fly to right field to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Yamamoto. And in the History Maker Game 2, Yamamoto got knocked around quite a bit, so he's looking to rebound and have a good outing. Maybe pitch his team to the World Series championship. But no score after 1, and here comes Teoscar Hernandez. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Bet every good eye, no. He's going to strike out. Strikeout number 3 for Gausman. And normally that would go to the right now chart, but not everybody's had a chance to bat yet, so I don't like going to the right now chart until all batters have at least had 1 plate appearance, because to me it's just kind of funky. How can he be hot or cold when he hasn't even been up there yet? Although Muncy is a designated hot batter, but still, I don't think that's a good idea to do that. In my opinion, everybody else has their own opinions. 1-2-2. Workman, no, he's not a workman. Is he a champion or a whiffer? He's a semi-whiffer. Dot says no. So he's going to line out to third base, and that is out number 2. 2 down. Hello, Colin. Good to see you. And here's Kike Hernandez. 1-4-4. Again, flash. Yes, struck him out. And again, Hamari, the umpire, is neutral, so he's not going to change that. That strikeout will stand. And Kevin Gausman with 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. And he is totally getting it done. Here's Bo Bichette. Lead off the bottom of the second. 2-3-4. No runners on base. He's not the hot batter. So he's going to pop it up to third base for 1 away. And that will bring up the designated hot batter, Dalton Varsho. 2-3-4 on the same result. It is a hot batter, so we got a fence check for Varsho because he is a designated hot batter. And he is a home run king. So unless this is a 1, this is going to be gone. We go to the fence check. And for home run kings, a flyout is a 1. Everything else is home run. And look at that. He gets a 1. Do you believe that? That's incredibly bad. That's just bad luck. If that's the way it's going to go for the Blue Jays, I don't know what to tell you. He's got a 5 and 6 chance of hitting a home run, and he rolls a 1. I don't know what to tell you on that one. That's a fly out, and that's rather discouraging if you're a Blue Jay fan, that's for sure. Here's Alejandro Kirk. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Kirk is a hero, so he will get a base hit 2-out single for Alejandro Kirk. Brings up Addison Barger. He is a designated Cole batter on the game because he was over in the previous game. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. 445. 445. Is he a workman? No. Yamamoto is a semi-ace. He's not a workman. Is he patient? Addison Barger is actually semi-eager. He's going to ground to first, and that's going to end the inning. So 2 innings in the books, no score from the Rogers Center. And of course, if the Blue Jays win this game and even the series, there will be a Game 7 played tomorrow. All right, here is Ernie Clement. I'm sorry, Ernie Clement's up next. It's Tommy Edman in center field for this game. 1-3-4, normally plays the infield. Gold catcher, no, he's semi-gold, but the dot doesn't give it to him. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion. We have outfield drama. Outfield drama. Outfield drama, and for the Blue Jays in their outfield, Lucas is semi-iron. So Lucas in left field will be iron. Varsho is semi-gold, so he'll now be gold. And Barger in right field is neutral. 1-4 on the outfield drama. 1-4. Right fielder gold. No. Barger is neutral, so he's not gold. He won't catch the fly out. It's going to drop in for a single, and that's in red, so we're going to the experience chart for the next at bat. So Tommy Edman singles. And we go to the experience chart for Miguel Rojas. Rojas is an icon, and so is Gausman. So no advantage there. 1-6 on the experience chart. Let's see here. Icon against icon. 1-6. Icon pitcher, yes. Fool's batter to swinging an inside pitch. Ground out to short. Lead die of 1 is a double play. So Gausman uses caginess to get Rojas to swing an inside pitch and ground meekly for a double play. So double play, 6-4-3. 2 quick outs. Two quick outs now, and that will send out Shohei Ohtani. Hello, World's Worst. Good to see you. 4-4-5. Let's see what the 4-4-5 represents. Workman, no, he's not a workman. Is patient. Is Ohtani patient? He's semi-patient, but the dot says no, so he will ground to first, and that will end the inning. So nothing doing for the Dodgers through 3 innings. We go to the bottom of the third, still no score. Gausman will revert to semi-freshness starting next inning. Here's Yamamoto. 1-5-6. Is Clement a whiffer? No, he is not. So we got outfield drama for the Dodgers. And we have Edman is gold. Everybody else is neutral. Get a 55 on the outfield drama. 55 on outfield drama. Right fielder iron, no. Teoscar Hernandez is neutral. He's not iron. If he was iron, it'd be a base hit. Otherwise, it's a fly out to left, and we're going to the chemistry chart for the at-bat of Jimenez because that was in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart. Both teams are actually Dodgers are semi-harmonious. Toronto has full harmony. And now both teams have full harmony on the chemistry chart. Both teams with full harmony. And we get a 35. Pitching team distance. No, they're not distance. If they were an inattentive fielder, we'll let the ball go by for a single. Otherwise, ground out to short. So that is out number 2. As Mookie Betts makes the play. Flips the order over now to George Springer. Popped to second his first time up. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, we're in the 3rd inning, so he is fresh. It's a line out to second. And that's going to end the inning. So we played 3 innings here at Rogers Center with no score. Going to start the top of the fourth. Both pitchers now revert to semi-freshness. Will Smith trying to get jiggy with it. 1-1-2. 1-1-2. Ask, does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. It's a strikeout. So Gausman picks up strikeout number 5. And that'll bring up Freddie Freeman. 1-5. Is Freeman a home run king? No, he's a semi-slugger. He would have been a full slugger, but he's not a home run king. So he will fly to center, and that's 2 away very quickly. So Gausman got away with 1 there. Here's Mookie Betts. 2-2-6. Is he hit by the pitch? No, the dot says he's not. Is he the cleanup batter? Mookie Betts is the cleanup batter. So we've got a home run. How about that? Look at this, folks. 2-2-6. Is he hit by the pitch? It depends on the desired die. He was not. Is he the cleanup batter? And Mookie Betts is the cleanup batter, 4th batter in the lineup. So Mookie Betts has put the Dodgers in the lead with the home run. Mookie Betts home run. Dodgers lead at 1-0. And here is Teoscar Hernandez. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? The decider die says he's not a whiffer. So we're going back to outfield drama for the Jays. And they're all neutral. Everybody is neutral in the outfield. 1-3 for outfield drama. 1-3. Center fielder iron. No, he's semi-gold. Actually, he's neutral this time around. So if it was iron, he would miss it and be a single. Otherwise, it makes a lunging catch. So Varsho makes the catch, but the run is on the board on the home run from Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers lead at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers win this game. The series is over here in History Maker Baseball because they lead it 3-2. Here is Nathan Lucas. 5-5-6. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he's a semi-ace. The dot gives it to him, so that will be a line out to third. It would have been a double. Had that been a blank, that would have been a double right there. But Yamamoto gets the dot, and he gets the line out to third base to Max Muncy. 1 away, and here's Guerrero. 1-4-6. Does he have flash? Yes, he does. It's going to be a strikeout. Guerrero out on strikes for out number 2. That's the first strikeout for Yamamoto. And here's Bo Bichette. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Bo Bichette is a semi-champion, but not a hero. So he's going to pop to second. And that will end the inning. We're going to the experience chart because that one was in red, which leads us in the next inning to the experience chart. And coming up, it is Max Muncy, who's an icon, against Kevin Gausman, who's an icon. Icon against icon to start the top of the 5th. And we get a 45 on the experience chart. 4-5 on the experience chart. Prospect batter, no. If he was, he'd be fooled and strike out. Otherwise, hard hit infield grounder batter out. Active batter safe at first. Well, Muncy's not active. So he's going to be out. And we'll just say he grounds it to the pitcher Gausman. So it's going to go 1-3 for out number 1. And that brings up Kike Hernandez. 4-5-5 for Kike. 4-5-5 asks, does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. It's another strikeout for Gausman, his 6th of the ball game. And that will send up Tommy Edman. 2-3-6 double control. He does not have it, but Edmonds is eager, and that's my house rule. The double control is not a walk if the batter is eager. He's semi-eager. Dot says yes, so it's a 2-ball count. Now, if we get the same result again, it will be a walk. But we don't. We get a 3-3-6. 3-3-6 asks if he's an ace. He is not. Asks is a sad sack utility or patient. He is semi-utility, but the dot is a no, so he will single to center field. 2-out single for Edman. He's 2 for 2, and that's in red, so we're going to the experience for Rojas against Gausman. And again, we have icon against icon. Icon against icon. 1-5 on the experience. Prospect batter, no, he's not. If he was, he would lose focus, swinging a junk pitch and line out. Otherwise, it's a single. So a lead die of 1 is a 1-base advancement, but Rojas singles keep the inning going. And now here's Shohei Ohtani. Chance to do some damage. First and second, 2 down. 335 for Kevin Gossman. 335 asks, is he wild? No. Is the batter a sad sack? No, he's not. It's going to be a single to right field. That will score Edman and move Rojas to third. And it says steal a base unless you're stoic. He's actually semi-active, so Ohtani will steal second. So an RBI is going to score Edman to make it 2-0 Dodgers. Rojas will go to third. And with second base now open, Ohtani steals second base. So now second and third, 2 outs, and Will Smith, the batter. Osman has to bear down. He cannot allow another run. 3-4-4. He's not a prospect pitcher. Is the batter patient? Will Smith is semi-patient. Dot says no, so he won't walk. He will pop it up to second to end the inning, but the Dodgers get another run, and they get a 2-0 lead. And with Yamamoto pitching, you never know. That might be enough. That just might be enough. You never can tell. Bottom of the fifth we go. 2-0 Dodgers. And here is Dalton Varsho. 1-2-4. It's asking, is the pitcher a control pitcher? Yamamoto is semi-control, but this says no, so it's not going to be a ground out. Is he eager? He is semi-eager. We got to re-roll the dot to see if he's eager. He is not eager, so he will not pop to first. Instead, he will walk. If he's active, he would steal, but he's not active. But it will be a walk, leadoff walk to Dalton Varsho, and that brings up Alejandro Kirk. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Kirk is a hero. It's a base hit. Single to left field. Going to put runners at first and second. Nobody out. Back come the Jays for Addison Barger. 1-2-4. We're looking for control again, but again, he does not get the dot, so it's no control. Is he eager? He is semi-eager. We got to re-roll and see if he's eager again. This could be the same situation. This time he is eager, so he's going to pop it up to first base, so that dot prevents the bases from being loaded. Barger pops out, 1 away, and here's Clement. And speaking of eager, he was really eager in the bottom of the ninth. He swung at the very first pitch. It was a horrible pitch, with runners at second and third, nobody out, and he swings at the first pitch up near his shoulder and ends up hitting a harmless foul out or fly out to the infield. Terrible at bat by Clement in that game last night. 1-1-2, flash. Yes, he's got it. It's a strikeout. So Clement out on strikes. And now it's going to be up to Jimenez to not let the Blue Jays waste this opportunity. 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the fifth. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? No, he's not a workman. Is he a champion or a whiffer? He is neither one. So he's going to line it to third, and that's going to end the inning. So Yamamoto gets out of that. Blue Jays put a couple on, but can't cash in. And now we go to the top of the sixth. Score still Dodgers 2 and Blue Jays nothing. Blue Jay bullpen is loosening. And Louis Varland is loosening. Might as well get him out there and get him ready because he gets that perk. From the game day check. 3-4-6. Is he eager? Freddie Freeman's not eager. He's going to draw a walk. Active would steal, but he's semi-stoic. But Freddie Freeman draws the leadoff walk. And on that 3-4-6 leadoff walk, it's in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart. Both teams are, well, check this. Let me see if Dodgers going to be. Nope, Dodgers are neutral. Toronto is harmonious. 5-6. Pitching team distance. No, they're not distance. If they were, the pitcher would not confident chooses safe pitch for a single. Otherwise, strikeout. So he strikes out Mookie Betts. And that's in blue, if you notice that. Which means we're going to the right now chart. That was strikeout number 7 for Gausman. So the strikeout was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart. Gausman is hot from striking out the batter. Hernandez flew to center his last time up, so he's neutral. So we got a hot pitcher against a neutral batter. We get a 2-4. Hot batter. No, if he was a hot batter, he'd reach for an outside pitch and bloop a single over short. Otherwise, he flies to left. So since he was not a hot batter, he flies to left for out number 2. And that takes it over to Max Muncy. 4-4-6. Let's check out the 4-4-6 result. It is he a star? 4-4-6, is he a star? He's a semi-star. The dot gives it to him. So it's a ground out to second to end the inning. So Gausman's going to make it 6 innings as he did in real world. And I believe they're going to probably go with to the bullpen after this. So that'll be it for Gausman. And they will bring in Varland to pitch the 7th, where he has the perk of having double control. So for Gausman, he's going to go 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, one of them the big home run to Mookie Betts. He strikes out 7. He walks just 1. That was Freeman to start the 6th. And how many hits to give up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits, it looks like. All right, so that's our score sheet up to the moment. You can see Gausman, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and the 1 home run by Mookie Betts. And then Louis Varland will be coming in to start the next inning. Pretty clean sheet for Yamamoto against the Blue Jays, just allowing the 2 hits, and that's it. So Yamamoto facing the top of the order, George Springer. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No, he's not. Is the batter patient? Springer is semi-patient. Dot says not this time, so he's going to ground to third, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. So he was semi-patient, but this particular bat, he wasn't as patient as he should have been, and he ends up grounding out to third instead of walking. And that's what the Blue Jays need, are base runners. So here's Nathan Lucas. 1-3-4. Goal catcher, no. Is he a champion? No, he's not a champion. So we got outfield drama for the Dodgers. And again, in the outfield, center field, Edman is gold. Everybody else is neutral. 1-3. 1-3 on the outfield drama. 1-3 on the outfield drama. Center fielder iron. No, he's actually listed as gold. So it's not going to be a single. He'll make the catch on the line out. Okay, I think we're actually back. I think it actually worked. The third time was a charm, I guess. So we're back. All right, now I don't know what the last thing somebody saw was. The last thing I did was that Vladimir Guerrero struck out to end the 6th, and we're bringing in Louis Varland to pitch the 7th. He did gain the double control quality in the game day perks. So he does have not just control, but double control. All right, so top of the 7th, Kike Hernandez against Louis Varland. A 2-5-5. Is he a star? No, he's not a star. Is the batter a home run king? He's a semi-home run king, and that's a dot. Kike Hernandez comes back from the abyss of the internet and strikes and hits a blasting home run off of Louis Varland to give the Dodgers a 3-0 lead. Look at it again, 2-5-5. It's asking, is the pitcher a star, which he is not. Ask, is the batter a home run king? He's a semi-home run king. You see the little dot there, and he got the dot here. So that's the home run to left field for Kike Hernandez. And the Dodgers now lead it 3-0. And Louis Varland rudely treated on the way back from that first at bat. Now he's going to be facing Tommy Edman. 4-5-6 for Edman. Is Edman patient? No, he's actually semi-eager. So he's going to fly to center. And that's out number 1. He will not walk because he wasn't patient. Here's Rojas, but we're going to go off the chemistry chart because that result was in purple. So the Dodgers need the dot to be harmonious, and they don't get it. So they're neutral, and Toronto is harmonious on the chemistry. 2-5. Pitching team distance, no, they're harmonious. If they were distant, lack of hustle, the ball would drop for a single. Otherwise, it's a fly out to right field. So Rojas will fly out to right field, and that brings up Shohei Ohtani with 2 outs. and a 3-0 Dodger lead now. 2-4-5 for Ohtani, and that is asking if he is a hero. Ohtani is a hero, so he will get himself a base hit. 2-out single for Ohtani, and that'll bring up Will Smith. And now, no, we don't need. Don't know. You don't have to know the identifier for gold or copper or any of that kind of stuff. You don't need the professor from Gilligan's Island either. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Will Smith is a hero. It's another base hit. So back-to-back singles with 2 outs here in the inning, and that's going to be it for Varland. They can't go anymore with him. They're going to bring in a lefty to face Freddie Freeman. So they will go to the left-hander Mason Fluharty, and he will gain the ace quality on this very first at bat. So Fluharty, the lefty, will be coming on. Varland didn't do so well. 2/3 of an inning. He gives up 3 hits, so far 1 run, but these 2 are his responsibility. Doesn't walk anybody, didn't strike anybody out. He gave the big home run to Kike Hernandez. So now Fluharty is a ace on this at bat to go along with the semi-workman. 4-5-6. Ask, is he patient? He is not patient, so he will fly to center field, and that's going to end the inning. But the run comes in, and the Dodgers take a 3-0 lead as we go to the 7th inning stretch. I don't have any coffee with me, so I don't need to worry about heating that up. So we're good there. And that result was in purple. We would normally go to the chemistry chart, but we're going to make a pitching change. With Yamamoto going 6 innings, they will cap him at the 6 innings, and they will bring on right-hander Emmett Sheehan. So Emmett Sheehan will come on to to be the new pitcher. We'll close the book on Yamamoto. Yamamoto is going to go 6 innings. Oops. He will go 6 innings, and he will give up just the 2 hits, no runs. He did walk 1, and he struck out 3. So a solid outing there, and now Sheehan is on, and he'll be facing Bichette, Varsho, and Kirk here in the bottom of the 7th. That's a 3-4-5, not an iron catcher. Does he have a good eye? No, he does not, so he will strike out. And that's in blue. We're going to the right now chart for Varsho, who walked his last time up, so he is neutral. But Sheehan, of course, is hot, having struck out that batter. So on the right now chart, we get a 22. 22, cold pitcher. No, he's not a cold pitcher. If he was, a shaky pitch would be knocked for a fence check. Otherwise, it's just a line out to third. And quickly 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Alejandro Kirk. 3-4-6 for Alejandro Kirk. And that asks, is he eager? He is not eager, so he will draw the base on balls. 2-out walk Kirk. We would normally go to the chemistry chart, but that's going to be it. They're going to bring in a lefty to face Barger. Will the Dodgers? Sheehan pitches. He faced the minimum of 3 batters, so he's able to be replaced. Goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up a walk, and strikes out 1. No hits, but he is responsible for Kirk. But the Dodgers going to Anthony Banda out of the bullpen to get. And his one job is to get out Barger and end this 7th inning. So Anthony Banda is a semi-star, but he will gain the ace quality because he's coming in mid-inning. Hey, Bruce, I'm in Virginia too. Definitely enjoying the sunshine, and the temperature actually started cold this morning in the upper 30s, but now I think we're in the upper 50s, maybe lower 60s. We've actually got the couple of windows open to get some fresh air in. So nice. All right, so here's Addison Barger against Banda. 3-4-5, not an iron catcher. He does not have the good eye, so he's going to strike out, and Banda does his job. He gets the 1 out he needed. That was the only out he needed, actually. So Banda does the job, and they bring in Sasaki in the 8th inning as he strikes out Barger. So now we go to the top of the 8th, and we got Betts, Hernandez, and Muncy due up. So the Blue Jays will go to Chris Bassitt out of the bullpen. He will be coming on to face Betts. Flew Hardy, went 1/3 of an inning. Got the only guy out he faced, Freddie Freeman. So now we are going to Bassitt. So Chris Bassitt is up. Although when I look outside, of course, the leaves are just overwhelming. So it's supposed to be good weather this week coming up, so I'm looking forward to it. So starting on Tuesday, not going to do it Monday because that's my anniversary. We're going to be doing something else. But Tuesday, I'll be starting in the yard for sure. Right after I play the morning game, most likely. All right, here's Mookie Betts against Bassitt. 1-1-4. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. It's a ground out short, one away. So Mookie Betts grounds out to start the 8th. And that brings up Teoscar Hernandez. It is 30. It's unbelievable that we put up with each other for that long. And where'd the time go? 30 years just went right on by. I remember that just like that song Like a Rock by Bob Seger. One of the lines is 30 years, where'd they go? And I can certainly relate to that because it doesn't seem like it's been 30 years to me, but whatever. All right, ace or star. He does not have either one, so he's not going to be that. Slugger. Teoscar Hernandez is a slugger, and we get a home run. So look at this, a 2-3-3. 2-3-3 says ace or star is a ground up to short. He doesn't have either quality. And then it says slugger hits a home run. Teoscar Hernandez is a slugger. So Teoscar Hernandez goes deep, and the Dodgers looking to wrap this thing up today and not worry about a Game 7. Just like when Apollo Creed said there wasn't going to be no rematch, the Dodgers ain't going to be no Game 7. So here's Muncy, 2-3-4. Is he a hot batter? Yes, he's a designated hot batter from the game day check. So that means he gets a fence check. When you're the hot batter on the 2-3-4, you go to the fence check for a home run. He's a semi-home run king. So this could be a little bit worse this could really be bad now for the Blue Jays. Not that it's not bad already. But we get a fence check, and he's a semi-home run king. Is he going to be a home run king for this at bat? No, he's not. So he's going to be in the other, which means he's still going to get a double, triple, or home run, depending on what we get here. That's a 1. He gets a double, so that's the worst you could have, but can't sneeze at a double either, I don't think. So he's aboard with a double, and here's Kike Hernandez. 3.55 for Kike Hernandez. Well, actually for Bassitt, then we go to Kike. 3.55. He's not a struggler, not yet. He's almost a struggler, not quite. Is a better a champion? No, he's not a champion. He'll ground to second unless he's a whiffer. He is a whiffer, so he will actually strike out instead. So that's out number 2, and that brings up Tommy Edman. 3-3-4. Ace or star? No. Is he a sad sack? No, he's not. That's a single to left field unless he is eager. He is semi-eager, but the dot says no. So let's look at that in the book here. 3-3-4. Ace or star? He does not have either one of those qualities. Is he a sad sack? No, he's a semi-utility, not a sad sack. So he singles to left field, but there is a flag here, and the flag says that if you're eager, you ground out. Well, he's semi-eager, but the dot says no. So that's a base hit. Lead die of 3 is going to be a 2-base advancement. So Tommy Edman, an RBI single. And now the Dodgers have really blown it open 5-0. And that's going to be it for Chris Bassitt. He couldn't get the job done. So now we're going to Sir Anthony Dominguez. I'm sure it's too little too late, but what else are you going to do? All right, so Bassitt is going to go 2/3 of an inning. He's going to give up 3 hits and 2 runs with this runner still his responsibility. No walks and a strikeout, but the big home run to Teoscar Hernandez. So both Hernandezes for the Dodgers have hit home runs. Here's Rojas, 1-3-6. He is an ace on the first at bat, and that's a good thing because we just rolled an ace quality on the 1-3-6. So that means it will be a strikeout. So Sir Anthony gets the strikeout, but the Dodgers get 2 here in the 8th. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And it's pinch time, to say the least, for Toronto. The Dodgers will now go to right-handed relief pitcher Sasaki. He will come on, and he will face Clement, a pinch hitter for Jimenez, and then Springer. 2-3-6 is double control. He doesn't have it, but Clement is eager, so it's a 2-ball count. 2-3-5. Not wild. Is he eager? Yes, he is. He's going to single through shortstop because he was eager. Clement gets the base hit. Now we'll get a pinch hitter for Jimenez, and they will go to pinch hitter Davis Schneider. And Kiner-Falefa will come in and play short after the fact in the 9th inning. But first, Davis Schneider will be into pinch hit. And at shortstop, Kiner-Falefa is a neutral fielding shortstop. So Davis Schneider picks up a bat and will hit. 4-6-6. Boy, 3-6-6 would have given him a single for being a pinch hitter, but 4-6-6 asks, does he have control? He does not. Is he a home run king or slugger? He is a home run king, which means he's going to strike out. He swung for the fences. So Schneider strikes out. And that'll bring up the top of the order and George Springer. 3-3-5. Is pitcher wild? No. Is Springer a sad sack? No. Single to right field, and he will steal second base. So Clement goes to third on the single. Springer singles and steals second base. Wouldn't normally do that down 5-0, but that's just what the game brings about. So maybe maybe Dodgers are kind of giving him the base. Should have been defensive indifference, but the hometown score is going to give him the stolen base anyway. So second and third, 1 out for Nathan Lucas. And, of course, the infield is back. 1-4-4, that is a flash check. He's got semi-flash. The dot says he does, so Lucas will strike out. That is out number 2, and it's up to Vladimir Guerrero. The Blue Jays want any chance at all. They got to cash in here. 4-5-5. They will not. It's a flash check. And he's got semi-flash, and that's a flash. So he strikes out. Lucas and Guerrero to get out of the jam does Sasaki. How about that? So tough break there for the Blue Jays. They leave a couple of more guys on base. And we go to the 9th. Still 5-0. Favor of the Dodgers. Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to stay out there to face Shohei Ohtani. 3-5-6 left-right split, and that's a base hit for Ohtani on the left-right split. Base hit. Actually, no, it's supposed to be Rojas, not Ohtani. I got him out of order here. It's supposed to have been Rojas. Rojas is a righty. That's a strikeout. My bad. I had him out of order. No, I'm sorry. Rojas did make the last out last time. What am I doing? I just didn't write it on the score sheet for some reason or another. So it was Ohtani. I wasn't wrong. It was Ohtani. So Ohtani does get the hit. I just didn't, whatever Rojas did, I forgot to put it on the score sheet. So it looked like he was missing. 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Good eye? No. It's a strikeout for Dominguez, and it's in blue. So we're going to the right now chart for Freddie Freeman. Freeman is neutral, and Dominguez is a hot pitcher. And we get a 2-5 on the hot pitcher. 2-5 for the hot pitcher. Hot batter. No, he's not a hot batter, so it's a liner down the first base line, fielded by the first baseman, line out. And we got to see if it's a double play. If it's a dot, he gets doubled off first base. And he does. So they double off Ohtani. and that's going to end the inning. Anytime you get a line out to a base where a runner is, you roll again. If you get a dot, it's a double play. So that's going to end the inning. Dominguez is going to go 1 1/3 innings. And let's see, what will he do after that? Let's see, 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. So he gives up a hit, nothing else. So last chance corral for the Blue Jays. It'll be Bo Bichette. Varsho and Kirk due up. 344. 344 ask, is he a prospect? Yes, he is. That we got a fence chisel. There it is right here in the book. 344. If this is under the pitcher. If he's a prospect, we go to the fence check. He is a prospect. So Bichette is a semi-slugger. We'll see if he's a slugger or not this particular at bat. He is not. So he's going to be on the neutral side, but the worst case scenario is going to get a double. That's the worst he can do. Still get a homer if you get a 6. Get a 1, so he gets a double. So, but you're down by 5, so you just need base runners. Doesn't matter where they come from. And that'll bring up Dalton Varsho. 266. No, there's no run on first base to be thrown out. He's not the leadoff batter, so he will fly to right. And that's 1 away for Alejandro Kirk. 244. Is the pitcher an ace? No, he's not an ace. Is the batter a champion? No, he's not a champion. He will ground to short unless he's a whiffer. He is not a whiffer. So he's going to ground to short, and that's going to keep the runner there. And here's Addison Barger, last chance. 3-4-5, and that's going to be the ball game. He's not an iron catcher, doesn't have a good eye, so it's a strikeout for Sasaki to end the ball game. And the Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series here at History Maker Baseball with a 5-0 convincing victory here in the last ball game, game number 6. So we'll do the totals very quickly. Sasaki in his 2 innings ends up striking out 3, giving up 2 hits, no runs. So the Blue Jays only mustered 4 hits, no runs and 4 hits and no errors. And the Dodgers get 5 runs on 13 hits and no errors. And the Dodgers win the World Series in 6 games here in History Maker Baseball. So there we go. If anyone that plays History Maker Baseball would like any of the PDF cards that I made up, let me know, and I will email you the PDF of those, and you can print and play for yourself. These are not from Play.com. 1, because there's coloring, and Play.coms are all black and white. 2, they can't have logos on them, so because they can't sell them with logos, that's a copyright infringement. For personal use, you can use logos, so it's no big deal. But there you go. Dodgers win it 5-13-0 to 4-0-4-0. Dodgers win the series 4-2. So we don't get a 7th game like they do tonight, but you're not going to get exactly what's going on with History Maker Baseball or any game for that matter. You're going to have variations. That's just the way the dice are. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed that little 6-game snippet of History Maker Baseball. I am working on some more stuff for History Maker Baseball. For those of you who are like Beatles eternally and like Deadball, I am creating the 1908 season in History Maker Baseball to use. So I may be coming out in a little while with some games from 1908, the Deadball era in History Maker Baseball. But that's going to do it from here. Dodgers win it. They are the champions. And hope you all have a great Saturday afternoon. Enjoy your extra hour of sleep, if that's what you choose to use the extra hour for. Or if you want to use it for whatever you want to use it for, playing more games, watching more TV, listen to more music, whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, as they say. So definitely want everybody to be safe out there. I hope you had a good Halloween. Hope there was hope there was more treats than there were tricks, because tricks are for kids. And I'd already pre-done a game 7 for this, but we're not going to need it now because game 6 is complete and over. So, next video would normally be on Monday morning for the 1987 replay, but since that's my anniversary date, I don't think I'm going to be playing that on Monday morning. I think I'm going to be doing something else. So most likely we're looking at Tuesday morning. We'll be back for the Yankees and the Oakland A's, Joaquin Andujar against Joe Niekro. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.